UFC 300 is only 2 months away and we still do not have a main event. As you can see right here, it still says to be determined. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some possible matchups that could be the main event for this card. But first, let's just go down the list and see what they got for us thus far. So we got Weili Zhang defending her title against Yan Xiaonan. We got Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway for the BMF title. That's a banger. Charles Oliveira, Armin Tsarukyan. That's a good one too. Yuri Prochazka, Alexander Rakic. Someone's getting knocked out. Calvin Kattar. And Aljamain Sterling making his debut in the featherweight division. And that is odd because Aljamain Sterling, it shows that he's ranked #1, but I'm pretty sure that is his bantamweight ranking. I don't think that's his featherweight ranking. He's probably not ranked in featherweight yet. We got Bone Nickel against Cody Brundage. That's a good test for Bone Nickel. Davison Figueiredo, Cody Garbrandt. That's a good one too. Someone should be getting finished in that fight. Holly Holm. Kayla Harrison makes her way from the PFL into the UFC. Not sure how the hell she is going to make bantamweight though, because I'm pretty sure she is a big girl. We got Sadiq Youssef, Diego Lopez. Both guys always put on entertaining fights. Jessica Andrade, Mahina Rodriguez. Both girls knockout artists. This should be a fun stand-up type fight. And then Bobby Green, always entertaining. And Jim Miller, who's been on a roll recently. That fight should be fun to watch also. So this card is definitely one for the ages and is already stacked enough in my opinion. But of course, the headliner that wants to close it out and pull it all together, it's gotta be huge. And the UFC and Dana White have been advertising it like it's one of the biggest fights that the UFC can make. But of course, without releasing any details on even a single fighter or who it might be, it just leaves us with a lot of speculation on who could be headlining this banger of a card. And I got a few matchups personally myself that I think could actually headline this card and be very successful. In my personal opinion, I think the first one I think would be really good to headline this card and really good closing main event would be if Alex Pereira went for a triple champ status, the first ever to become a triple champ, and he takes on Tom Aspinall. But I don't know, I think they would have to fight for the actual title rather than just an interim title, and I just don't think Tom Aspinall is the interim champion. He should be getting the next shot at the title no matter who he's fighting. So I just don't think it's fair to, just have them fight for another interim title when they should be fighting for that main belt. And on top of that, John Jones is a money machine. He's one of their cash cows. He probably is going to be going into his last fight in the UFC. I don't think they're going to want to strip that title away from him because, let's be real, John Jones as a main event for a title fight is big time money. So the only way I really see that fight happening, because I don't think they'll strip Jones of the title, is if they're fighting for another interim belt. I think another really good matchup that could headline this card is Islam Makhachev making his way up to 170 to take on Leon Edwards. But, Ramadan is going to be going on, so I'm just not too sure if Islam will want to do it. So I'm pretty sure that's scrapped. I've also seen Ariel Helwani say, which, the news he puts out, most of the time it's pretty questionable. He believes they're in talks with Leon Edwards taking on Khamzat Chimaev, but I'm just not too sure if that'll happen either, since Khamzat Chimaev, the last time he went to fight down at welterweight, we all know and saw what happened. A fight that I think they could have really made, but obviously isn't happening, is Sugar Sean O'Malley fighting Demetrius Johnson. I think that would have been a crazy main event if somehow they were able to get, Mighty Mouse back in the UFC. And to get him to contend for the bantamweight title against Sugar Sean O'Malley, I think that would have been a huge fight that would have been heavily unexpected. That would have had the MMA world going absolutely crazy. But other than that, off the top of my head, I can't really think of any other matchups. I've seen some people out there speculating that Khabib Nurmagomedov is going to be coming back, but I highly doubt that will happen either. I see other people saying Conor McGregor is going to be main eventing, but I don't think that'll happen either, because I think the fan base will really hate that idea and they'll say Conor is very, very undeserving. There's also a video out there going that have people speculating that John Jones's pec may be healed, but there's a video also going around that John Jones was just drunk at a comedy event. So it doesn't seem like he's in training camp getting ready for a fight. So I really don't know who this main event could be. But of course, I'm making this video because I'd like to see what matchup would you like to see at this main event. And you guys could get very creative with this because they're bringing in people. This is a huge card. They're bringing in people from other organizations. Everyone wants to get in on this card. Everyone in MMA. So any name that you can think of, any matchup that you can think of, it can be possible, because whoever's headlining this main event is going to get paid big time. But of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, I thank you all so much for the support, and I'll catch you in the next video.